Hey guys, it's Sharika and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I would love to have you. So today we are doing some giant king crab legs here, and I have my Florida butter. For today's drink, we'll just call this a peach lychee. So we're gonna go ahead and say grace. Hey y'all, I'm back. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, guys. I am back. I've been having a lot of stuff going on. I know y'all like, girl, where you been? Oh, my mouth is watering. But I've been having a lot of dental work. It's almost over. If you guys follow me on my vlog channel, y'all know what's going on. So if you don't follow me on my vlog channel, I will have the link to my vlog channel in the description box below. It's free. Y'all need to come support your girl. That's where I be. I vlog on that channel 4 times a week. So y'all come over there and join the family. Okay? So I'm gonna get a little close up for you guys. This sauce is spicy today too. And I didn't have any more lemon because I put most of it in my dip. Ooh. So I'm gonna give you guys this close up really quick, and then we're gonna get right into story time. Okay. Everybody all right? I know y'all miss me. I've been getting all the messages. I miss y'all too. Y'all know that. But that's why I keep telling y'all, y'all need to come follow me on the vlog channel. Told y'all I'd be around the corner. All right, let's get this scoop. Look at that, y'all. Ooh. Ooh. Gosh, that lemon would hit right now, but I don't have any. Okay. Cool. It's spicy too. So today's story time is from Fear Thy Neighbor. Okay. So there was this lady named Karen, and Karen still lived in her childhood house. It was her mom's house, and they decided to keep the house in the family. She moved in the house. She raised her family in the house, and she kept the house looking very good. They said like her house was like one of the nicest houses on the block. She just kept the house looking really good, right? Of course, she had kids. She didn't have a man. And her brother was always over there. So one day, we'll call this lady Becky. Becky moved in next door. She had 4 kids, a husband, and girl, probably a dog, okay? So of course they welcomed them to the neighborhood. So later on that night, Becky told Karen she was having a housewarming party and she wanted her to come over there and join the party, right? I feel like I got something in my hair already. So girl, Karen goes to Becky's party thinking, you know, they're gonna be opening gifts. She gonna get new appliances, new towels for her bathroom, that kind of thing. That's not the type of house party Becky was having over there, okay? She walked in. They playing Luke. They turning each other upside down, drinking out the beer holes, smashing cans on their forehead. They doing it all, right? So Karen was like, okay, this is not the type of party I thought you guys were having. I thought you said that this was a housewarming. So Becky was like, this is a housewarming. So she was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and go on home, you know. So Becky was like, no, don't leave, no leave. So Karen was like, no, I'll just catch up with you later. And she left. Now they partied all night long, okay? Till about 3 o'clock in the morning. Kept them up all night. It was a mess. So the next day, hold on, y'all. The next day, when Karen saw Becky, she was like, that was some housewarming party you had last night. So they kind of laughed it off. Here come Becky's husband. He was like, hey, mind your own damn business. Becky, get in the house. And they left. So now, so that kind of started a little bit of friction, okay? The son tells Karen, you know, don't worry about it. It was just a one-time thing. They had their housewarming. They just bought them a new house. They were excited. It won't be like this all the time. Weeks go by. They have another party. So now, they having parties all the time. A lot of people over there, they drinking, smoking, cussing, doing the whole nine. So now, by this time, they've had a few parties. And Karen can't take it. So y'all know what Karen do. She calls the police. So she calls the police shuts the party down. So now, they're no longer friendly. So it was a lot of back and forth all the time. You know, a bunch of crazy nonsense going on. So Karen decides that she's gonna ask her brother to build a privacy fence. Because they ain't want nothing to do with them. So he outside building the privacy fence. And while he's building the privacy fence, the little boy, Becky's little boy, started climbing the fence. So the brother was like, hey, get down off the fence, whatever. So, you know, he fussing at him, telling him to get off the fence. So here comes Becky. We'll call Becky's husband John. So John comes outside with his brother. I think they were twins. I'm not too sure. They looked alike on the show, child. That's what the people told me. They looked alike to me. But I wasn't too sure if they was twins or not. So he was like, hey, you yelling at my kid? So he was like, I'm trying to tell your kid to get off my fence. I'm trying to build this fence. Y'all need to handle y'all kid. He's out of control. You know, they're just going back and forth, back and forth. So John, he was a big dude. He was like 6'3", about 280 pounds. And his friend was a big dude too. So they're going back and forth, back and forth. John's brother ended up punching Karen's brother in the mouth, right? It was the most dramatic thing ever. And I was cracking up, rolling. I was rolling because y'all know sometimes when they do them reenactments, they do the most. And they definitely did the most. So now it's on. They don't like each other. That's that. Don't look at me. Don't talk to me. Don't speak to me. So one day, John and his brother pulled up outside, and the police was following them. Whenever the police pulled up behind them, they made them open up the trunk. When John and his brother opened up the trunk, they had drugs in the car. So they both got arrested and ended up having to do time. They had like 18 months in the pen. Okay. So now it's quiet. Now that John's locked up, there's no more parties. They're not really feuding like that. And Karen ended up meeting one of her old boyfriends at one of her friends' house. So they kind of rekindled their little love affair that they used to have back in school, child. So now she got a man, while Becky's man is in jail. So, you know, she coming around with her man and Becky's feeling sad, lonely, or whatever. So one day Karen asked Becky, you know, well, how's things going over there? Let me get y'all this close up, girl, because this stuff looks so good. Look at that. I'ma just, look at that. Girl, tell me that don't look good. Y'all know y'all want to bite. Here, go on and bite it, girl. I owe y'all a little something. Bite it. Bite it with your tiger teeth. So, one day, Karen sees Becky outside. And Karen asks her, you know, how's everything been going? How you doing? And Becky was like, you know, it's been rough without my husband here. Bills tight, this, that, and the third. So Karen said, okay, well, come over tonight and let's just have some wine. So from that point on, they built a relationship. They would hang out all the time. They would go shopping together, you know, cook together. They was like real friends. Like they had a real tight relationship. So if y'all wondering why I'm biting that meat like that, because I can't bite with my front teeth, because these are not my front teeth. Girl, it's a long story. Follow the vlog channel, child. You don't know why. So, girl, Karen decides she gonna introduce Becky to her new man. So, the new man come over there. Karen introduces Becky to the man. Soon as Karen walks out of the house, the new man started hitting on Becky, right? Behind Karen back. Girl, that was the tea, okay? I was screaming. So, girl, Karen done caught Becky and the new man in the truck together. In the pickup truck, okay? I said, oh, shit, girl. She done called Becky and the new man in the truck. Getting their groove on, okay? So, she banging on the window. She trying to get Becky up out the car. So, Becky's screaming through the window, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. So Karen was like, how can you do this? We supposed to be friends. And you married. Like, you're going to pay for this. You're going to be sorry. You're going to be sorry. And walked off. That same night, whatever she had, because like I said, they was friends. So whatever she had over her house that was Becky's, she took it over to Becky's yard, burnt it, knocked on the door and said, here's your ish. Okay? And that's just on period. So now they beefing real hard. So she kept, Karen kept saying she was gonna go ahead and try to get in contact with Becky's husband while he was locked up in the penitentiary and let him know what's going on. Like, she is out here laying it low and spreading it wide, okay? All over these country streets, okay? So Becky kind of got tired of the threats. So when her man called, when John called Colette, and she accepted them charges because she had money on his books, she told him, she was like, I got something to tell you. So he was like, what? So she was like, she slept with somebody. She was lonely. She was naked and afraid. And she needed somebody to hold her, and she fell into the arms of Karen's man. Okay, so he forgave her, blah blah blah, because that fool, what else you gonna do while you're in jail? So he forgave her, And she goes outside and she's like, I told John, so you don't have to keep threatening me. Now what you gonna do? You know, going back and forth, back and forth. Well, Karen had forgave her man, so she got her man at home. And they was fine, but she said she can never be friends again with Becky because Becky double crossed her. She stabbed her in the back. 2-timing snake, okay? So girl, the feud kept going back and forth, back and forth. They throwing trash in each other's yard, splitting each other's tires, all kind of drama. So Becky had told her husband what was going on. Now this is the part that confused me. Now I don't know how it works in these penitentiary streets, but what I thought was they had to call you collect in order for the call to come through. But I know they got all this new stuff, so I don't really know how his call came through because I wouldn't have accepted those charges. Girl, John had called Karen house threatening her, telling her leave his wife alone, and when he get out the penitentiary, it's gonna be hell to pay. Right? So Karen was a little scared. So her son was like, we need to just move. So she's like, I'm not moving. I'm not leaving my house because of these people. I've been here, you know, all these years. I'm not leaving my house because of them. So the brother, Karen's brother, said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get a peacemaker. Because I got to be ready for this fool. He already done punched me in my mouth, knocked 2 of my teeth out. I got to be prepared just in case he run up. All right? So at this time, he basically the neighborhood Debo. Okay? Just a different flavor. So girl, John gets out of jail. He runs up on them, of course. They have a whole little altercation. Telling them to stay away from my wife. Don't let it happen again. This, that, and the third. He ran up on Karen's boyfriend and told him, you know, you should know better than put your hands on another man's wife. And if you come near her again, I'll break every bone in your body. Like, he was a real badass, right? So, he don't want no dealings with them. One day, Karen's brother, he had 2 twin kids, 2 twin girls, I think. He brings the girls over to see Karen. So they outside playing with candy. John is over in his yard fixing on his truck. Some of the candy goes onto John's truck while he's fixing it. It goes over the fence and onto John's truck. So John goes over there to confront him while he got the 2 kids out there. Confront Karen's brother. So the brother gets in the car and drives off. But he stays strapped, okay? He stayed dangerous. He got a little cowboy gun on the side. But he drives off because he had kids with him. He ended up coming back after he dropped the kids off. So he starts an argument with him. You know, what is your problem? This, that, and the third. So here come the ladies coming out. Karen, Becky, and then Karen's, you might as well say daughter-in-law. It was her son's fiance. So they yelling at John, telling him, why you come running up on him while he had his kids out here? You a coward, this, that, and the third. So he was like, Karen's brother, he was like, we'll just call the boy Paul, which is Karen's son. He was like, is Paul inside? Is Paul inside? Like, he needed backup. So John was like, oh, you gonna call Paul? Okay, I'll just call my brother. You remember my brother. You remember him very well. That was the brother that knocked the hell out of him when he was fixing on the fence. Okay, I remember that. So he was like, yeah, you remember my brother. Let me just call my brother. But his brother didn't answer the phone, so they on a voicemail. So they arguing back and forth, back and forth. Karen's brother pulls out the peacemaker, the cowboy gun. Pulls it out. So of course John like, oh, you ain't gonna shoot me, do it. You better make this shot count because I'm gonna kill you, this, that, the third. Walking up on him. And Karen's brother ended up shooting him. So Of course, everybody's screaming. The ambulance come. John didn't make it. They take it to trial. Of course, they had to arrest the brother, even though he claimed self-defense. And when they took all the evidence to court, they did have the recording because remember they called John's brother. So they had the recording of them going back and forth. He heard the threats that John was making to the guy. They heard how he charged at him, even though the guy was trying to tell him to stop, stand back, because he had the peacemaker. But that still wasn't enough for the jury. And they ended up giving Karen's brother 10 years. But John didn't make it. Girl, it was a wild episode, okay? Now, I don't know if they still live together, live next door to each other, because you know sometimes they'll show that. But I had it on record. So I don't know if they still live next door to each other, but probably not, because she was already struggling, you know, when he was locked up with the bill, trying to keep up with the bills and stuff. Girl, it was wild. Okay? Wild. Okay guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at I am Sharika B. Follow my vlog channel, I am Sharika B. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye y'all.